Hello there. What is going on, everybody? The clone Z-95 is officially announced, and we can talk about this now for Star Wars X-Wing, now that AMG has made it officially official, even though it was semi-officially but unofficial. We all knew it was coming, but now it's officially official, so we can talk about the clone Z-95. We also have the dial and a couple of pilots. We'll get a look at the unit card and some of the pilot abilities for this particular two-pack of clone Z-95 Headhunters for the Republic. If you guys are new here to the channel, we are doing a massive giveaway right now for a Shadow Collective starter box for Star Wars Legion in the form of a $70 Amazon gift card. If you want to enter to win that, all you have to do is be a subscriber and leave a comment on this or one of my videos. It's as simple as that. And I also want to thank today's sponsor, Luxury Playstyle. Amazing full metal tokens. You're going to absolutely love these tokens. Head over to luxuryplaystyle.com. Check them out. Double-sided, a variety of different finishes. They are fantastic. If you use code Crabbok VIP, you're going to save 15%. And orders of $35 or more are going to get a free Crabbok lightsaber nunchuck token thrown into their order. So head over to luxuryplaystyle.com now. Also let your stores know they make great organized play support, great prize support. So check them out. All right, so let's talk about the clone Z-95 Headhunter SWZ-89. This is the final FFG expansion that AMG has helped kind of bring across the board, and it'll be well, let's say I'm not really blown away with this one, primarily because of 2.5. I feel like this would be probably a really good fit in 2.0. But with the 2.5 rule changes, well, let's just take a look. Let's just take a look. So first off, we do have the dial, and the dial here is, well, it's the same as the Z-95 that we already have. You've got the 3 and 4K turns. You've got your one straight and one banks. You've got all your 2s and all your 3s. Your 2 banks and then your 1, 2s, and 3s straights are blue, while all your regular other maneuvers are white, along with your 3 and 4K being red. So it's pretty much a standard Z-95 dial. It's not going to behave vastly different than other things that we've seen. And I think that is kind of the problem. Everything here kind of leads us to say that this feels an awful lot like the Z-95 we've already seen. We do have a unit card here. So before we talk about Warthog, the pilot, by the way, we'll talk about him. We'll talk about him a little bit. We'll talk about the ship stats. We've got focus, we've got target lock, and we've got a red barrel roll, and we've got 2 attack, 2 defense, 2 shields, and 2 hull. So pretty standard. It looks pretty much exactly like the Z-95s that we've seen before, and that's fine. We do have one new chassis ability, though, called Versatile Frame. And it says you can equip a torpedo or a missile upgrade. While your revealed maneuver is blue, add a white boost to your action bar. So it's giving you 2 different things. It's giving you a torpedo or a missile. It's like kind of like built in to the keyword, which is, I think a lot of people are thinking, well, that's kind of strange because they can always just add a torpedo. They don't want you to be able to take both, apparently. I mean, granted, keep in mind that this was designed under the 2.0 rule set, where you didn't have like loadout values for ships. You didn't have free upgrades and stuff like that, and stuff. So so like a lot of this is gonna feel kind of out of place in 2.5. Now, if your maneuver is blue, which there's some blue maneuvers, you gain the option to boost, but then again, how much are you going to be boosting if you need target locks and focuses? If you need to fire those torpedoes and missiles. So it's nice having the option to boost, but it's not a chain in kind of a game state where so very many ships have better action economy and action efficiency with either having free tokens that are generated for them or chained actions. This one, the white boost just doesn't seem all that great, but granted, it's something that the Z-95 didn't have already, so that's cool. But the other thing that kind of worries me about this a little bit is all right. All right. So if it's got versatile frame, if granted, we look at the two pilots we see, they both have versatile frame. So I think it's reasonable to assume that every Z95 has versatile frame. And if they have versatile frame, they're probably not going to have an upgrade that with a missile or a torpedo. So I'm curious. Again, this is one of the things I don't like about the new, ever since, like, I preferred in 1.5, is you could see the upgrades on the card, and you could see the point cost, on the card, and so you had a really good idea of kind of how to appraise a card based on the preview. And in here, you really know absolutely nothing about this card. This could be a 1-point card, it could be a 200-point card, right? So we have no idea where they're, obviously we can guess, but we have no idea what kind of upgrades were intended to be on this thing. If they're putting that ordnance option over here, what else do Z95s usually have? You can put a modification on there. You can put a talent on some of the pilots, but that's like almost every ship has that. So what else? Usually with Z95s, it was the missile. So one new thing here is that you can do torpedoes if you want. And of course, the problem, with something like this is that it makes it harder to take that away. Now, granted, you could still have a Z95 that happens to also have a missile or a torpedo option, and then this would be, what, like in addition to, like, I don't know. I have a feeling you're not going to see any missile or torpedo upgrades on the ship because of versatile frame. That's where it gets it from. And so if you have another one, like, let's say they decided to give a Warthog a torpedo innately. Well, then would you have certain rules? People saying, well, like, you can't, you do another one and that one, right? Because it just says you can equip one. I don't know. It feels like it would be awkward for them to do that. So maybe they'll put some other upgrades on here. Yeah, there's not a whole lot you can really do to a ship when everything about it is kind of the same. You do have like a system slot on some of the Z95s that exist. So they could try and do some clever things if they wanted to. They could add some extra upgrades if they want. But for kind of this bare bones of a ship, all right. For this bare bones of a ship, if you look at the others, like the 2.5 point costings for Z95, most of the Z95s out there are 3 points. There's one that's 2, but most of them are 3 points. So the Republic's already got a lot of 3-point ships. The Republic has 2-point ships that are better. All right, there's a V-wing that's only 2 points. So, what do I really need this one? Right? Like, I don't know. I don't feel like it's going to be a lot better. Now, obviously, with pilot abilities, that's going to offer something unique. But as far as just the overall chassis and stuff, I just don't know if this one fits into, I don't know if it's going to be as desirable, especially that you have to buy 2 of them now, too. Because if there's just like maybe one pilot ability that you really want to bring, and like, no, you got to buy 2 of them now. Which is kind of a little bit. And so Contrail is the pilot, by the way, of the Nimbus class V-wing. That's only 2 points, and he's pretty good. All right. I mean, just kind of comparing. You got a 2-3-2-2 for the V-wing, so you got a 2-3-2-2 for only 2 points. And with these guys having so few upgrade options, I don't know how they're gonna really, unless all of them are gonna be 2 points. Maybe they'll do something like that. Or will they ever do a 1-point? I don't think they'll ever do a 1-point ship. But so let's take a look at Warthog. And isn't it funny that like the same clones keep showing up? Like there's like a million clones in the army at any given point, and but the same 3 or 4 people keep showing up over and over and over again. Warthog, of course, was a LAT pilot. As well as the next pilot we're going to look at was also a LAT pilot. So that is pretty funny. So Warthog's is Initiative 3. Warthog's pilot ability says, after you or a friendly non-limited ship at range 0 to 2 are destroyed during the engagement phase, that ship is not removed until the end of that phase. So it's important that it only works if your ship is destroyed basically during shooting, during the engagement phase. So if you fly off the mat, or if you if you land on an asteroid and blow yourself up that way, you're done for. But if you're dies to shooting during the engagement phase, then that's kind of cool that it keeps somebody around. It's good for like low initiative people to say, hey, all my low initiative people are able to stay alive. So like all those generics, right? somebody a little bit like Warthog wants people like lower initiative than himself. Except the problem is, if you look at 2.5, all the generics are way less desirable than the names, and all the generics are in some cases more expensive than the named pilots. And so it's like Warthog is, I don't think you'll be able to really run Warthog. I don't know. I don't think he's going to be that great. We'll see. A lot of it depends on the point cost, on what they cost the generics as. Like, he could be pretty fun for that, but yeah, kind of a bummer. But we got Hawk, who's kind of got a cool ability. Also another LAT pilot. Hawk is initiative 4. And Hawk says, at the start of the end phase, each friendly ship at range 0 to 1 that has revealed a maneuver of speed 3 to 5 may gain a strain token to perform a barrel roll or boost action. So I like this one a lot. Now, even if that ship doesn't have barrel roll or boost on its action bar, it can still do it. I'll have to take a strain in order to do it. But it's the start of the end phase too, so you can still potentially get rid of that strain. I like Hawk. Like, this is a cool ability. So like, this is one this is one of those deals where like the pilot's skill or the pilot's ability is would definitely justify bringing kind of a weaker platform into the game. So Hawk looks pretty good. And again, I think they're both going to be great in 2.0. So like, and I know there's a lot of people out there still playing 2.0. But it seems like most people that are still playing X-Wing are kind of playing with the 2.5 rule set. And but I'm curious. Let me know what you guys are doing. And in our Discord, we still have we've got sections for 2.5 and 2.0 and even 1.0. Although there's not that many people playing 1.0 anymore. There's not, at least not that many people talking about it. But I want to hear from you guys. Let me know your thoughts on the clone Z-95. Are you excited for it? How many are you looking at picking up? And do you think their AMG has more to talk about for X-Wing? Do you think that Mini Stravaganza will have any new announcements for X-Wing? That's going to be a very interesting topic, and we'll have to see what Mini Stravaganza has for us. All right, guys, that is going to do it for today. I want to thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. Big thanks to my patrons. You guys are amazing and help make this channel possible. I will talk to you guys soon. May the Force be with you, and always be nice to your pets.